You've heard you can't spell escrow without 3 T's: tiers, taxes, and termites. Unless you are making an all-cash offer, chances are that a termite company will be involved at some point in your escrow transaction. Clearing the termite certification process is a major hurdle in most escrow transactions in California. There are common yet preventable mistakes realtors and home buyers alike repeat over and over when scheduling termite work for escrow. In order to prevent making the mistakes most rookies make, it's important to understand how termite work fits into the escrow process. In all escrow transactions involving a mortgage lender, the lender will set certain conditions and stipulations attached to the buyers going on contract for the loan and to the property that the lender is loaning on. Lenders will want to make sure that the property they are lending on is structurally sound and not at risk of future structural failures. For that reason, lenders will, at the very minimum, order a thorough wood-destroying organism inspection on the property. This is in addition to the general home inspection. If the home is in California and it is over 10 years old, chances are that there will be some sort of wood-destroying organism or termite-related finding. Of course, each property is unique and should be thoroughly inspected, but realistically speaking, if the property is close to being 10 years old, it will likely be a minor termite finding that is likely easily dealt with by way of local treatment. Nonetheless, the lender will see this termite issue as a problem that can create future structural integrity issues if it's deferred or improperly handled. For that reason, the lender will require the termite issue be addressed as a precondition to funding the loan. And this is where errors begin. I should disclaim the following mistakes I'm about to describe are all rooted in one big major error, and that is not having a termite inspection done early enough in the escrow process. Having said that, here are some of the common rookie mistakes we see. Number 1, termite issues are found with just too little time left to close escrow. A realtor fears that there won't be enough time for the lender to review the report and provide their preconditions for repairs, treatment, and so on. So what does rookie realtor do? They try and guess what the preconditions will be, or in a more fun version of this rookie mistake, they ask the termite company to guess what items should be repaired and treated in order to close escrow. Each lender, each underwriter, and each loan is unique and different. What lenders require as a precondition to providing a loan is entirely up to the lender. It is not a good idea to try and guess what the lender will set as preconditions. Doing so only creates chaos, confusion, and inevitably delays. It's a better idea to have the report in the lender's hand early in the process so that there is enough time to address any termite-related issues that may arise. Second rookie realtor mistake, approving work without authorization. I wish this wasn't common, but it is. A lender provides a notice that a termite issue needs to be dealt with prior to funding the loan, and a realtor, fearing there is not enough time for the buyer and seller to hash out the cost, or perhaps they fear that the work is so extensive, it will delay the time to close escrow. So what do? Rookie realtor approves the work himself without telling anyone. Now let me tell you, we're a group of really good-looking termite control service providers, but for some reason, people don't like us showing up, surprising them with unexpected termite work. I can only imagine how this goes for all the other companies out there. It is not a good idea for rookie realtor to approve work they aren't really authorized to approve. When a termite company shows up to a property that no one is expecting to undergo termite work, what happens is a great big knee-jerk reaction. Work is immediately halted, and all the other parties involved need time to understand why really good-looking termite guys showed up coming out of nowhere. By the time everything is hashed out and figured out, at least a day is lost. And scheduling the work now goes to the back of the line for the termite company performing the work. This spectacularly bad idea is especially problematic in condo or townhome communities. It's a better idea to present the lender's termite-related preconditions as early in the process as possible, so everyone involved has the opportunity to approve and schedule properly. Third rookie realtor mistake, failing to coordinate work and contractors. Here we are again with rookie realtor, far into the escrow timeline and no termite completion and certification to show. Now, fearing that it might upset people to know that there's termite work to be done that has not yet been disclosed, rookie realtor schedules termite work to be done in conjunction with other projects in hopes that the termite work will sneak in or will blend in with all the other work being done. This just does not work. First of all, people will take notice that termite crews have shown up to do work. Second of all, often termite work is just not conducive to allowing other work to be done. How can a painter paint when the wood is being drilled and treated for termites? How can a roofer work when a house is being tented? A better idea is to lay out all of the work needed to be done to the property early enough in the escrow process to schedule the work to be completed and develop appropriately as the escrow timeline unfolds. In short, your escrow time is not just paperwork time. Escrow time is the time to get the necessary repairs and work done in order to successfully close and clear escrow. Get your termite inspection done early. That alone will set you up to have enough time to clear any termite-related hurdles well before escrow is to be closed. We continue to be Southern California's preferred termite and pest control service provider. We pride ourselves in being the #1 provider of dependable and convenient termite inspection services for escrow. Schedule a termite inspection with one of our local termite inspectors at www.termitepro.us or call us at 1-844-GOT-ANTS. For more videos that will help you become an escrow master, subscribe to our YouTube channel.